News for you right now at 5 o'clock. 2 days after the governor vetoed a bill limiting solitary confinement, there are calls now for a special session. Those pushing to stop solitary confinement are angry the governor vetoed a bill that passed the legislature. They want lawmakers to come back now and override that veto. Our chief political reporter, Susan Raff, is live at the state capitol. Susan, could that actually happen right now?
Well, Mark, there's a very good chance that lawmakers may have to return to the state capitol for a special session to take up other business. But right now, there are no plans to override the governor's veto. In the meantime, those against this practice rallied outside a prison in Cheshire today.
No to the veto, yes to the override.
It wasn't a good day for a rally, but that didn't dampen the spirits of those fighting to stop solitary confinement.
It's hostile when you keep people inside their cells. If you could think about keeping a dog inside his cage for hours and days, when that dog comes out, more than likely he's going to want to bite.
In the final hours of the legislative session, lawmakers passed a bill that would have set statutory limits on the use of solitary confinement in Connecticut prisons. But just days later, Governor saying the bill was not good for public safety. Instead, he issued an executive order which puts limits in place. It says the Commissioner of Correction will increase out-of-cell time for all incarcerated individuals in restrictive statuses, and he will do so in a manner that prioritizes the safety of the people in DOC's custody and department employees. This group, however, feels the governor was pressured by correction staff. Union leaders tell us correctional professionals in Connecticut already walk the toughest beat. All this would have done is increase the potential for a catastrophic event. But Johnson and Taiba Bain, who were both incarcerated, say hours spent in solitary confinement destroys people and their families.
It's a mental strain on you, and you actually, it's the psychological concept of actually being inside of a box, a cage, wears on you. The first time that I was in prison, I saw solitary confinement. I actually saw shadows on the wall.
The governor who ran on the premise of people, not prisons, he now went back against what he ran for and saying basically he doesn't care about people in prisons.
The Department of Correction told us today that solitary confinement is not used for long term. It is used for punishment. As for an executive order, the problem with that is it is temporary, whereas legislation is certainly more long-term unless it is changed. As for this group, again, they are calling on lawmakers to return to the Capitol for a special session and vote once again on a law that has already passed. We are live at the state capitol in Hartford. Susan Raff, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.